Welcome, everyone. Is a Lenovo Tab P11, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick overview of this device. So let's start off by actually opening it up. I'm gonna just yeet this completely off. So I guess I cut this while opening it up, at least I hope so. If not, then that means that it already came open, because we do have a little sticker right here which is still intact. So we'll see once we get to the tablet. So I'm gonna take it out, set it to the side for now, just so I have a little bit more space on the camera. And let's quickly go over. So in here we got paperwork, SIM eject tool, and I guess that works too. There we go. So paperwork, SIM eject tool, and anything below that? Nope. So that's basically all we get in here. So I'm just gonna put that back because it's completely useless to me. And then in here we got a cable and a charger. And I just don't know, but this charger always reminds me of Samsung for some reason, especially with that 20. Then there's the cable. It is a Type C, so that's good. At least I hope so. And we open this somehow. Nope, I don't think this is openable. So it looks like that's basically all we get in the box. Well, let's just eat that to the side. Get the device itself. Oh, I can just slide it out. There we go. Not as glamorous, but still a little bit easier. So let's power it on. And there we go. It's turning on. So while it's turning on, I'm going to quickly go over the specs right here and move the light out of the way so it's not reflecting. There we go. So this has a 11-inch display. It's a 1200 by 2000 pixels. And it's an IPS LCD display with a 81.8% screen to body ratio and 212 pixels per inch. So let's see, quickly select all of this and let's go through the setup as quick as I can. Now, apart from the screen, we have a camera. So at the front right here, the tiny little camera is a 8 megapixel wide sensor, shoots at 1080p 30 frames. And at the back we have a 13 megapixel sensor as well. It shoots at 1080p 30 frames, so obviously nothing really special. And there we go. So the setup is complete. And there we go. As you can see, this is the display. It is a decently bright display, especially for a tablet. They tend to have a little bit dimmer displays, but this one seems fine. Now it does look like the tablet itself is designed also to go with, like, there are probably some keyboard or some sort of thing, because they do have this little pins at the bottom as well as this like notches here. So I believe this is for a keyboard, so you can just like pop it into a keyboard and then use it in a way like a laptop. Now anyway, outside of that, it looks like the device comes with fairly stock Android, but not quite. See, this should be Android, I believe 10. Yep, Android 10. So maybe there's an update for it, but I'm not going to be looking for it. So yeah, it does come with Android 10, and it looks to be fairly like close to stock Android. Now, additionally, the device has a Snapdragon 662. Comes with a couple different flavors of storage and RAM. So we have 64 and 4GB RAM. This is the like the base model, the lowest spec. Then if you bump it up in storage to 128 8GB, you have two different RAM storages. So you have 4 or 6GB. So you can choose whichever one suits you more. And outside of that, we do have a built-in battery of 7,700 milliamps, so it's a fairly substantial battery right here. and a okay charger, 20 watts. You can hopefully see somewhere here. Let's see. Not exactly sure if this is gonna catch on camera. Let me just move the light. So you can hopefully see it like right here, the last line. It's a 20-watt charger. So yeah. No, anyway. And lastly, what I will mention, or maybe almost lastly, the build quality itself looks actually fairly nice. Feels a little bit premium, to be honest. Which, to be fair, the price of this is not necessarily premium. It's the farthest away from premium. I do kind of like this. I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's kind of like leathery, but not. It's really nice. Also, really smudge resistant, obviously. Looks really nice. Now I hope that it won't like wear off on the edges and just kind of become this polished plastic. But I guess time will tell. But anyway, this device does cost about 200 euros, and for that price, this seems like a really decent device for the price. Now obviously it's not going to blow you away with the camera and storage, but as a tablet that you, for instance, use for like reading and doing just like, I don't know, general stuff that you normally do on a tablet, check your mail, play some YouTube videos, stuff like that, this device will suffice. I don't really see much problem of it. The price is very compelling. The device seems to be running decently. And that's basically all I would require from a tablet. So it seems like a really good device. Now, to be fair, I am not any kind of wizard in terms of tablets. Didn't really have much to do with tablets. So to be fair, my only comparison here that I can remember on top of my head is the last thing that I had was a Samsung Galaxy Tab S7, so basically top of the line, and this is not, but still it seems to be good enough for what I would consider or what I would need for a tablet. So yeah. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.